Let's see if I'm. Okay, we are live. Just want to make sure. Alright, so we are gonna be reacting to some videos. This one is you will never look at Cristiano Ronaldo the same way. And I'm gonna react to another video of his, and then I'm gonna watch something about Mbappe, and then we're gonna also watch Haaland, and then I'll just share a few thoughts, and that will be the live. So yeah, we can, I guess, shoot the video because I'm gonna somewhat record. Okay, so let me just, before I start, somewhat record. Okay, and I can just edit it afterwards. But yeah, like I don't know if we should actually wait for people to maybe come in. I don't know. We can probably just record it because at the end of the day, I can always just update my live and then also just like play some game afterwards. So yeah, let's just record everything. Yeah, let's start.
Cristiano Ronaldo is back, and when the greatest goalscorer in football history starts finding the net again, he instantly becomes one of the most dangerous players at the World Cup.
His mindset is he's the number one in the world.
Number one. Not number 7. Number
Number
one.
one.
People keep saying age has finally caught up with him.
Let's just
Approach
keep
the
it.
game. The question here is what we will notice very early if the body
Let me just quickly say something about Zlatan. Let me be clear. Zlatan is not a fan of Ronaldo and what's his other name? Thierry Henry. They're also not like, they don't like Ronaldo. They like Messi. They don't like Ronaldo. So you should listen to what he has to say.
follows the brain.
Right.
Because I remember myself when I played in that age. In my mind, I was number one, just like today. But the body didn't follow, and that's a natural thing because you want so much, but you have to accept that the body doesn't follow, and he has to see himself.
But anyone saying that simply hasn't been paying attention. Cristiano Ronaldo has now scored 93 goals for Portugal since turning 30 years old, taking his international tally to
Let's
an
go back
unbelievable
to that.
100 goals
Sorry, I
for
don't wanna
Portugal
pause
since
every
turning
time.
30 years old, taking his
Let's just go a few seconds back. I don't want to stop every time. So okay, so let me just look at that. So he has scored 93 goals for Portugal since turning 30, like 30 years old. So that means in the last 11 years. So let me just. So that means in the last 11 years of his life, the man has scored 93 goals. Let that sink in. Before that, let's say he started playing at 16 years old. He scored less than he actually scored in his last 10 or 11 years of his career. That's crazy. That's some stat there. That's really some stat there.
since turning 30 years old, taking his international tally to an unbelievable 145 goals. Just think about that for a second. Before turning 30, Ronaldo played 118 matches and scored 52 goals. After turning 30, he has played 112 matches and scored 92 goals. That's 40 more goals in 6 fewer games. Absolutely ridiculous.
It's like the man just
Absolute
discovered the
cinema.
formula,
And when we
bruh.
talk about the GOAT of goals, Cristiano
And mind
Ronaldo
you-
deserves every bit of respect. The Portuguese legend has already made history by
I'm gonna play after this. I'm not gonna pause as much. And mind you, mind you that like he scored so many goals, and people are saying like Ronaldo from now is not the same as the previous years or when he was in his prime, his peak. That's quite obvious. I just want to point out that like it's obvious the older you get, the slower you'll be, your reaction time will be worse, and you kind of mature into a role where in his case he didn't need to accelerate it or run after the ball, press as much. You kind of learn your strengths and weaknesses and kind of focus on that instead of like trying to be young. um, with that said, it's kind of weird when people criticize him so much for not being like maybe on the same level as Messi. They're two different players. There will always be Messi fans. There will always be Ronaldo fans. Like the player base have kind of forced people to either choose between those two goats. But it is weird how people always say like or come up with this like argument or kind of just focus on like he's not as good as he used to be. I mean he's not, but the stats proves in his last 11 years. Now keep on saying this man has been scoring more goals than before. So he has definitely peaked. But that's not a bad thing.
By becoming the first and only player ever to score in 6 different World Cups. He found the net in Germany 2006.
Wait.
Scored again in South Africa.
I'm playing thing and I forgot my yeah, I need to keep on switching between scenes. So let me go back to this moment.
Portuguese legend has already made history by becoming the first and only player ever to score in 6 different World Cups.
Yeah, that's
he found
crazy.
the net
That's
in
crazy.
Germany 2006. Scored again in South Africa 2010.
I remember this goal. This was ridiculous, dude.
Added another in
That
Brazil
was a ridiculous
2014.
goal. Okay, so let me just go back here. So let me get a bit of context of that specific goal. I was watching this game and everyone was criticizing Ronaldo. Everyone was talking bad about him and like how he wasn't scoring enough goals. This specific game, and unfortunately, it's always teams that aren't the best. Just remember that. But he showed everyone that he was here, and that's why it was a critical or pivotal moment in this World Cup when he scored. He basically said he's back. He's back. I'm not gonna like ramble too much because this video it's about Ronaldo, not about me.
Exploded with 4 goals in Russia 2018.
Ooh.
Scored once more in Qatar 2022 and has
Dude,
already
he
added
kicks
2
with his
goals
left
at the
foot, bruh.
2026
That
World
must
Cup.
surely
That latest
throw
place also carried another piece of
keepers
history.
off,
It
bruh.
took Cristiano to
he's
10 World Cup goals, making
his weak
him
foot
the
is left.
highest scoring Portuguese player in
Oh,
World
his
Cup
left foot
history,
is his weakest foot.
surpassing the legendary Eusebio. And for Cristiano Ronaldo, age is nothing more than a number. At 41 years and 138 days old, he became the oldest player ever to score a World Cup brace, overtaking Lionel Messi, who had set the previous mark earlier in the tournament at 38 years and 363 days. Because what Ronaldo still
Hi,
brings to the
whoever is
pitch
watching.
is something nobody else
Say
on the
hi,
planet
Jack.
can truly replicate. Nobody moves inside the penalty area quite like him. Nobody attacks space with the same timing, and nobody finishes chances with the same killer instinct as Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look
This
at
World
this
Cup has
is-
become the tournament of the
Let me
superstars.
just go
Lionel
back for a
Messi
second
instinct
just
as
to
Cristiano
discuss
Ronaldo.
that. Like he did it the
Pace
other
with the
day as
same
well.
timing.
Like yesterday, no, it's 2 days, but like right now.
And nobody finishes
Just
chances
look at
with
this.
the same killer instinct.
He looks once at the goal and then
Cristiano
knows
Ronaldo.
where to kick. That's
This
crazy.
World Cup has become the tournament of the superstars. Lionel Messi is shining. Erling Haaland is shining. Kylian Mbappe is shining. And now it is Cristiano Ronaldo's turn to shine as well. Because make no mistake, Ronaldo didn't come to this World Cup to enjoy one last ride. He came for one thing and one thing only, to become a
Win,
World Cup champion.
yes,
And
bro.
honestly, don't rule it out just yet. Don't believe me? Take a look at this. To understand the phenomenon that
Before he gets into it, I don't want to pause too much. I just want to say, bro, this is probably Ronaldo or Portugal's best chance to win a World Cup. On paper, they have literally a really good squad. And, bro, the depth in that squad, there's so many players. Obviously, of course, when you have, like, so many players of, like, that are really good, it's hard to find chemistry that, like, kind of has this balance that's not like, you know, you have good teammates, but you don't play well, you know. So, I think they have the best chance now. It's also Ronaldo's last World Cup. I really believe that even though Ronaldo's not going to be there anymore, Portugal will still reach World Cups, but it will from there on just decline. Because I think like this man, like as this guy will also say later in the video, he literally put Portugal on the map, bro. Like no one knew Portugal, like they know of the country, but they didn't know like how good or what kind of soccer players you can get. And the World Cup is the stage where people come and shine, man. Look at South Africa, bro. No one knew who the South African players was, until like they showed us like they could beat a team, like they. I think 25th on the rankings. I could be wrong about that, but they somewhere in the 20s. South Korea is not a bad team, so for us to win, that actually shows. And I also think of that, like the FIFA rankings doesn't always reflect on how good a team is, because think about it, if you don't play against a country that's like for instance Argentina, you will never climb the rankings. And if you do, you don't have the experience necessary to beat a team like Argentina. The only way I can see is if you get scouted from other teams overseas and you get the experience, you bring that experience back to South Africa, and then you maybe have a better chance. But that doesn't mean that's the only way. You saw none of our players play overseas. They just play in South Africa locally and nationally. So they're just that good. You have to give credit where credit is due. So yeah, I'm talking too long. People don't know what's the video. I promise I won't pause as much anymore.
You first need to understand how completely he transformed the reality of football in his country. Before Cristiano Ronaldo arrived, Portugal's international record was surprisingly modest. Across 82 years of competition, Portugal had only qualified for 3 of the first 11 European Championships, appearing in just 27% of the tournaments.
Just talking about
their World Cup history was even more inconsistent, reaching only 3 of the first 17 editions, a participation rate of just 18%. That pre-Ronaldo Portugal never managed to win a major international trophy either. The nation produced talented generations from time to time, but it lacked the consistency, mentality, and winning culture needed to establish itself among football's elite. Portugal could compete on occasion, but it was never considered a genuine powerhouse. Then Cristiano Ronaldo arrived. From the moment he made his debut, everything changed. Since Ronaldo's introduction to the national team, Portugal have qualified for every single European Championship available.
That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
A perfect 100% record. The
And
same
mind
pattern
you,
emerged at World Cups.
he was the
Portugal
only
have
star
reached
player
6
there.
consecutive
There were a
World
few
Cups
guys,
during
but not
Cristiano era,
none on the same
maintaining
level
another
as
perfect
he is.
qualification
The
record. Of course,
world-class player
Ronaldo's
he
individual
is.
numbers are absurd. 145 goals in 230 appearances for Portugal. The greatest goal scorer in international football history. But his impact goes far beyond statistics. Cristiano changed the mentality of an entire nation.
You can hear the music in the background. Bana.
Portugal stopped hoping to compete and started
So everyone
expecting
knows.
to win. They became regular participants in the latter stages of major tournaments. They learned how to stand toe-to-toe with football's traditional superpowers, and eventually they became one themselves. The contrast between the two eras could not be more dramatic. Before Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal had never won a major international trophy. Since his arrival, they have lifted 3. The first was the historic UEFA Euro 2016 triumph.
Let me be clear. Let me just make myself bigger here. So, I don't believe it's just Cristiano Ronaldo, but let's be honest, like, this man has impact on Portugal, and what that video just showed us is like he makes these people or his teammates believe that they can actually win tournaments. Like they recently won the United Nations League, I think, and they also won or like won the Euros. So not recently, but basically my point is they've won 3 trophies as Portugal, which is good for a team that again no one knew. Like it would be like if Bafana wins, the players or Bafana star player would be responsible for getting us to the World Cup and winning us a World Cup. But yeah, let's move on. Can't just keep on stopping him, and I really got a button this and
Portugal's first
Make
major
a
title
shortcut.
ever. Ronaldo played a decisive role throughout the tournament, contributing 3 goals and 3 assists as Portugal finally broke through on the biggest stage. Then came the UEFA Nations League. In the inaugural edition, Ronaldo once again delivered when Portugal needed him most. His unforgettable hat-trick against Switzerland in the semi-final carried his nation into the final.
Boom,
and
yeah.
further cemented his reputation as a
that's
player built
that's
for the
just
biggest
crazy,
occasions.
bruh.
But if that
And then
campaign
people
was
say,
special,
like,
the
he
2024
does nothing,
to
bruh.
25 Nations League was something else entirely. Cristiano practically dragged Portugal to the trophy. He finished with a historic 8 goals, the most ever scored in a single League A campaign. He scored against Croatia. He scored the winner against Scotland.
Yeah.
He found the net away to Poland.
Boom. Yeah.
He scored twice.
This is at
in
the right
return
place, the
fixture
right
against
time,
Robert
man. That's
Lewandowski's side.
crazy.
He scored in the quarter-final against Denmark. He produced a brilliant goal against Germany in the semi-final to send Portugal into the final. And against Spain, he scored again. By doing so, Cristiano became the first player
Oh,
ever
you
to
see his
score
mother
in
cry
every
there.
single round of a Nations
It's
League
really
campaign.
important to him.
Those achievements completed Portugal's transformation from an ambitious nation into a genuine football power. More importantly, Ronaldo became far more than just a goal scorer. He became the emotional leader of an entire generation.
anda bater, anda bater, anda. Tu bates bem, perdemos que se foda, anda. Solidar, vai, solidar.
You see that, like, it's literally just the men's positivity and belief he makes people, like, he's an inspiration to the whole
The
Portugal team.
standard setter.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo with a chance made.
A player who demanded more
My
from
friend
every
used to say,
teammate
and he
who
would
shared
just
a
cook
dressing
out
room.
there.
The man who convinced Portugal that winning was not a dream, but an expectation. And now, at this World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo is showing perhaps the most dangerous version of himself yet. What Cristiano Ronaldo has done with Portugal goes far beyond his 10 World Cup goals. Yes, those numbers are impressive, even if they sit behind players like Messi or Mbappe in this tournament, but what truly separates Cristiano is that he transformed an entire football nation.
That's
Portugal
the
did not have
thing.
the depth of talent that France enjoy today. They did not have the endless production line of stars that Argentina seemed to generate. Yet Cristiano still managed to take Portugal to the very top of international football, winning a European
People seem to
championship
forget
and
that it's
multiple
not just
Nations League
Messi that,
titles,
like,
while
literally
carrying the
played a role in
expectations of an
them
entire
winning.
country. The numbers tell the story
Angel Di
better than
Maria
anything
scored
else.
those
Before
goals that
Cristiano
contributed
Ronaldo's
to that
debut,
win.
Portugal had qualified for
Sorry,
just
my
6
nose.
of 28 major international tournaments, a success rate of only 21%.
I'll
Since
take a break
Cristiano
and I'll just
arrived,
clear my
12 qualifications from 12 opportunities,
Yes,
a perfect
actually,
record.
quite a
No
bit
player
on.
in football history has had a bigger impact on the trajectory of a national team. What makes the story even more remarkable is how
Just wanna
Cristiano
clean my nose
transformed
quickly.
himself along the way. The young Ronaldo was a winger, a dribbler, a showman, a player who terrorized defenders with stepovers and explosive acceleration. The older Ronaldo became something else entirely.
Hi, guys.
From his final years at Real Madrid onwards, he evolved into a pure number 9, a predator.
See, this is the thing. A lot of people will compare Ronaldo and say, like, when in his peak, you see he's a striker now. He doesn't need to run around, and he's in Messi's playing style is different, bro. You can see a good example would be take Kylian Mbappe now. He's not a striker. He still has space, all those things. What once, like, you realize that your body can't, like the Zlatan in the beginning of this video says, like, once your body can't follow your mind anymore. Your mind is still young, it's focused, but your body is old, bruh. Like Cristiano, his body is old now, but it's still, like, very, very in good condition. But my point is that you kind of had to transition, and it brings me back to my point that I made earlier in the video, that Trevor Noah criticized Ronaldo and said he's not the same player and what, but he still produces goals. He brings Portugal to a World Cup, make them qualify, and in that game he scores a hat-trick. So, I don't know, man, like, if you don't watch football, bruh, you don't know Cristiano Ronaldo, bruh. I'm saying Messi's such a different player, like I've said it before, everything comes easy to him, it seems like it, but he's still talented.
Inside the box. You can see it in the numbers. 4 goals at the 2018 World Cup, 8 goals during Portugal's Nations League triumph. And in the last 13 official matches before the World Cup with Portugal, Cristiano scored 13 goals in 13 matches. The transformation is complete.
You
and
see
somehow,
that?
as a fit
That's
striker,
just crazy,
Cristiano
man.
Ronaldo remains almost as unstoppable as he was during his peak years in Madrid. In fact, he has become one of Roberto Martinez's most important tactical weapons. Martinez's teams are designed to attack the space between opposing fullbacks and centre-backs. The wingers stay wide, attracting defenders out of position, while attacking midfielders make aggressive runs through the
Boom,
channels.
yeah.
The objective is simple: create chaos in the defensive line and exploit the gaps that appear. And unbelievably, Cristiano is still executing
Look
those
at-
movements perfectly
yes.
at 41 years old. Against Uzbekistan, he repeatedly targeted the space behind the left back. On one occasion, he timed his run perfectly, received the ball with a clear advantage inside the box,
And that is
produced
weak
a
foot.
clinical
Just
finish
check
to
that.
make it 1-0. And here's where
Perfect,
things become
bruh.
really dangerous. The Bruno
Perfect.
Fernandes Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo partnership might be one of the biggest weapons at this World Cup. Bruno has spent this year producing these.
Sorry, I keep on pausing, but I just want to say this. That he's mentioning now, Bruno Fernandes, he's a key player. This season, just notice when Bruno isn't performing at Manchester United, he won't probably most likely perform for Portugal. This season, that man is the reason why Manchester United ended up so high and qualified for the Champions League. Oh, there's not a Champions League, but you get my point. Champions League this coming year and next year, so 2026 and 2027, Premier League and the Champions League. I really believe we have a good chance of actually winning the title, everything, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself now. What I wanted to say is Bruno in the first game of Portugal where they drew, didn't play well. So the second game, why they actually played so well is because of Bruno and a few other players, but also Ronaldo, man. He was just positioning himself in that key areas to finish off. And yeah, what else can I say? This video is you probably won't know what is being said because I'm pausing so much, but I just don't want to just let the video play and just watch. So I want to also give my commentary and stuff like that.
Kinds of assists. Give him space to carry the ball and runners ahead of him, and he will find them. We've seen it countless times throughout this season. And when that runner is Cristiano Ronaldo, the danger level becomes even higher.
Look
Another
at
key
that
aspect
goal!
of Portugal's
That's
attack
crazy.
is their ability to create numerical superiority around the penalty area. Portugal often attack with 5 players against a back 4. The wingers and attacking midfielders flood the box, forcing defenders into impossible decisions. Someone inevitably becomes free, and Cristiano is a genius at identifying exactly
You see,
where
the
that
man
free
even
space
knows
will appear.
how to
His
pass
first goal
and
of the
assist,
World
bro.
Cup was the
That's
perfect
crazy.
example. As defenders focused on Bruno Fernandes and the runners around him, Ronaldo quietly slipped into the gap, arriving completely unmarked. If Cristiano Ronaldo receives the ball alone inside the box, everyone already knows the end.
It's a
Goal.
goal.
And this form hasn't suddenly appeared because of the World Cup. Cristiano has been doing this for months. His movement between centre-backs is still elite. He did it against Croatia. He did it against Poland. He
You
even
see-
created enough separation to score an outrageous bicycle goal against Germany. in the
I
semi-final.
remember the
He
goal,
completely
bro.
lost the
I
German
remember
centre-backs
that.
before finishing alone
Just-
inside the area. Against Hungary in qualifying.
Okay, let's just go back to just get all these goals. Let's just process what happened now. Let's just process. So I must really play that again.
Between centre-backs is still elite. He did it against Croatia. He did it against Poland.
You see, boom. A lot of people
Created
would
enough
say
separation
it's just
to
step
score
ins,
an
but that
outrageous
man's
bicycle
positioning
kick.
where
Against Germany in the semi-final, he completely lost the German centre-backs before finishing alone inside the
Boom.
area. Against
Easy.
Hungary in
Step
qualifying,
ins.
both goals
But
came
he's
from
at the right
perfectly
place.
timed runs, where he arrived completely unmarked. Maybe the legs don't react quite as quickly as they once did, but his football intelligence inside the box is 2 or 3 levels above everyone else. If you need proof, just look at his duel with Marc Cucurella in the Nations League final. Ronaldo understood exactly how much contact was needed, exactly where the ball would drop, and exactly
Oh
how
my.
to gain the advantage.
You see?
While everyone else reacted,
That's
Cristiano was already
ridiculous.
there. That is why Portugal constantly look for him. Give him freedom to move, give him service, give him opportunities.
Oh
More often than
my
not, he will
word,
punish
dude.
you. What's even scarier is that Roberto Martinez can still exploit other parts of Cristiano's game. His long-range shooting remains dangerous, as shown by goals like the one against Armenia. And because rivals are so obsessed with stopping Ronaldo, Portugal can use him as a decoy as well. The perfect example came against Uzbekistan. Everyone expected
Yes.
Cristiano to take the set piece.
This is the thing. I feel like the difference between the first game against DRC, the Republic of Congo, Ronaldo didn't run around a lot because he's used to just getting the ball, doesn't need to do much. If he gets the ball in the box, everyone knows he's gonna score. Problem is when you don't get the ball to him, there's just nothing gonna happen. So the second game, he was moving around more, coming back, getting the ball, throwing away. So Bruno Fernandes also played a key role because you can't just leave that man as well. His crosses is cool. Bro, that man is a magician when it comes to a ball. There's no one like him. So, like I said also earlier in this video, Cristiano's team, Portugal's team is probably the best in this World Cup. There's no team that can compete. You saw it when he just showed the footage of like the United Nations League where Ronaldo Portugal was playing Spain, and I'm a Spain supporter. I'm a Manchester United supporter as well, and I'm a Ronaldo supporter obviously. But I'm just saying, like, even I had to just pause and take in like what that man was doing in that game. So, or the games leading up to the final. So yeah, I have a lot of commentary actually, like I'm talking too
Instead,
much.
Nuno Mendes struck it. The goal worked precisely because every defender
Oh,
was
he
focused on
reverses
Ronaldo.
the
And Cristiano's
footage.
celebration afterwards showed exactly
That's
how much
smart.
he appreciated
I was
the
I was
intelligence behind
noticing
the move,
that guy's
because
not
that's
right.
the
Bro.
reality of having Cristiano Ronaldo on the
He
pitch.
reverses
He
the
will always
footage,
try to
so
make something
it's
happen,
harder
always.
to
Sometimes that
track
desire
the
even becomes
copyright and stuff.
excessive, like the almost certain goal he stole from Bruno Fernandes against Congo. But that mentality is exactly what makes him special.
Eu queria lhe perguntar se esta é talvez a competição mais importante da sua carreira.
Because normally,
para provar ao mundo todo.
this is also example. Normally, the cameras would be facing right from this side, because if you're a cameraman, it's like this. You normally don't get public cameras like on the left side. So why would the camera be like this? He flips it, the footage. So that's interesting. That's actually a good tip for me.
Realmente em Manchester, que é dos melhores, continua a ser dos melhores jogadores do mundo e que não merece estar no banco na sua equipa.
Se tivesse de mostrar com 37 anos e 8 meses, estaria preocupado.
He remains a player capable of changing any match with a single action. His leadership is unquestionable, his mentality is unmatched, and his numbers are simply absurd. 974 career goals, only 32 away from the mythical 1,000 goal mark. Ahead of Lionel Messi, Joseph Bican, Pele, Romario, Gerd Müller, Robert Lewandowski, Ferenc Puskas, Jimmy Jones, Eusebio, and virtually every goal scorer the game has ever produced. 37 major trophies. 5 Champions Leagues. Real Madrid's all-time top scorer.
Yo, that is a ridiculous stat, bro.
The Champions League's all-time top
431
scorer.
goals in 435 matches,
The
something like
all-time
that.
top scorer for Portugal. The all-time top scorer in international football.
This man is
The greatest
he's
goal scorer the
good,
sport
bro.
has ever seen.
Look at this.
And if Cristiano
And that's not
Ronaldo
even
continues
his
play
best
like
goals.
this, the
His best goals is probably
2026
in his
World Cup
prime.
might just become the greatest chapter of his entire story.
I'll watch a video after this just to show that video. That's class, man. Like this video is basically done.
The gum experts.
I have the other videos, so
This isn't just
I have videos lined up. Okay, so this is a Blank Boy, and if I had not mentioned, I just want to say that like I got that video from Goat V. Yeah, just shout out to, obviously this is videos that I'm reacting to, so not like my videos. So I will be posting the links. So yeah, if you like this video, I'm just recording, so if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, comment down below. I'm probably not gonna get comments, but I'll still post the video. We gotta get out more soccer or football videos. So yeah, let's hop into the next one. So this one is saying analyzing prime Cristiano Ronaldo. So I did watch this video before. That's how I know what to watch or what I wanted to react to. So this guy is a Messi fan. You will hear him at the end also saying that. But I respect when you have a GOAT yourself, but you also acknowledge it from a different side. So I do want to react to Messi videos as well, because at some other point. But for now, since everyone is talking about Ronaldo and not Messi until Messi plays again, we're reacting to his video. So yeah, let's get into this.
No way my GOAT is getting treated like this. Did y'all forget who he was?
Not gonna lie, look at that, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just check this.
No way my GOAT is getting treated like this. Did y'all forget who he was?
Just check this, bro. I have to farm myself. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Oh no, yeah. Ronaldo Prime or something else. Look at this.
It's time to remind them. Ronaldo steps over a free kick versus Arsenal. He is so far away from the goal.
Yes.
He ready to shoot this bitch from where he from. Even the commentators are like,
Too far for Ronaldo to think about it.
that ain't normal, man. That's not human.
That's not
Ronaldo
human,
back in
bro.
the day had a rocket
That's
for a leg.
crazy.
Now he got a scooter for one. 18 years old, probably didn't even know English yet, versus one of the best fullbacks in the world at the time, Ashley Cole. Hit that man with a touch left, step over, goes right, and absolutely embarrassed him. Had the best fullback in the Premier League,
Boom.
icing his dick and balls after
Oh,
the game
snap.
at 18 years old? What were y'all doing at 18? Playing Fortnite and gooning, I presume? That's why the next time Ashley Cole played him, he tried to kill that man. He told Ronaldo,
This is
he saw Ronaldo was standing after that one and said, I got one more in me. Come here. Ronaldo was facing Juventus in the Champions League, and as we know, he used to be Mr. Champions League. Now he can barely move without pulling a hammy. Carvajal
Yo, this
sends
man
in
is
a
doing
cross.
my goat,
The cross is clearly
like-
a bad one. It is very far
Bro.
from goal and is behind Ronaldo.
Just look, this is peak. This is peak.
So what is he supposed to do?
Nah,
Look at the
bruh.
Juventus defender. He like, what am I supposed to do about this?
That
You
is-
know how
that's
much of a
some-
psychopath you have to be to even think of doing this. A normal human thinks to try and maybe control.
Look at
it
that goalkeeper
then turn
and,
shoot,
like, this is
or
looking
lay it
back,
off
that's
to
all he
another
can do,
teammate.
there's nothing.
Nah. Ronaldo decided to jump like LeBron James in the air
Boom.
and do a fucking backflip to score one of the best Champions League goals ever. Shit was so crazy the Juventus fans got up and started applauding, bro. Mind you, that goal sealed their elimination from the competition. Imagine applauding the nigga who knocked you out. Hey, W right hook, man. But yet, the Juventus fans couldn't help but applaud. Sometimes you just gotta say fair play. He was straight ballerina feet, dribbling down the line. Ronaldo chopped. See you later, son. He sent that man off screen.
Yo.
Somebody needs to come revive, bro. Son fell down like he had been sniped from the stands. Ronaldo receives the ball out wide, hits this man with 9 steps,
Yo.
and just got him stumbling, and scores the goal on his weak foot.
That is
I don't know
crazy.
why the defender put a leg
Yo,
out.
it's-
Why are you dipping your hand in the cookie jar? You reach, I teach. Ronaldo receives the
Oh
ball out
my
on the left.
goodness.
Scoopty doop doo whoop. Nope, you can't have it on his left in the back of the net.
How,
He didn't
dude?
have a
There was
weak
3
foot back
players.
then. Now
3
both
players,
his feet
bro.
are weak feet. His left.
Just look at this. That is straight up black
the
magic.
ball
Look at
out
this.
on the left. Scoopty doop doo whoop.
One,
nope, you
two,
can't have it on his left in the back
3.
of the net. He didn't have a weak foot back then. Now both his feet are weak feet. Back in the day, left or right, header or knee, it didn't
Yeah,
matter. If
I
there was a
know.
way to
His
score,
foot is like
Ronaldo would figure it out.
4
I count
on
3
left and
defenders,
5 on,
and they
like,
could only
obviously
sit and
highest.
watch. Ronaldo gets the ball in the middle of the pitch. Bro calling for the ball. Relax, young man. If you look out, it doesn't really look like there's much on for Madrid to score here. Yeah, it would look like that. Unless you're Ronaldo, of course. He drives forward into 4 defenders, loses them with 2 step overs on his left, and puts it in the bottom
No
right corner where
ways,
no one
dude.
is getting to it. Making something out of nothing. That's what a magician does. Pulling bunnies out of his hat, doing the impossible, like making KSI music sound good. Ronaldo steps over the free kick versus Portsmouth. This shit is so
This guy sounds like Dang Smith. Like his voice, he sounds like Dang Smith.
far away, he might need binoculars to see the goal from here. Even Shrek, I mean Wayne Rooney, comes to him
That-
like, "Oi, mate, beans and toast. I don't know if you can score this, bruv." Ronaldo looks at him like,
Shut up, bitch!
and lets her rip. Just
Yo,
genuinely,
Shut up, bitch!
and lets her rip.
look at that goalie, bruh. He's like, what is happening?
Ronaldo looks at
That is his face. That is his face.
him like,
Shut up, bitch!
and lets
Look at this
her
goalie.
rip. Just genuinely ridiculous stuff, man. You can see the demons he prayed to before the match literally consume him after that goal.
Nah,
He
bruh,
hit that
I
bitch
have
with
to
so much
subscribe to
power,
this
even
guy
if
after
the
this
goalie
video,
got
bruh.
to it, it might have blown his hand off. That shit was shot with
Yo.
the power of a shotgun. The speed and accuracy of that ball is impossible.
It's moving,
To deal with.
it's a
You
knuckle
can't get
kick.
there in time nor reach it all the way in that top corner. It's impossible.
He did
How
like
the fuck
this
can he have twinkle toes in one
elevation,
moment
the
and then
ball
have missiles
just
in his leg in
moves
another
in the
moment?
air, bruh.
That's what you call the complete attacker. Ronaldo versus Spain makes the defender drop like a dead body, ball roll into a chip in the back of the net. Oh my days. Two defenders, no problem. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Sit that ass down. Again, two defenders on him. Quick feet, a ball roll into a cutback. Oops, back this way, ball roll into a nutmeg. Oh my days. Yeah, bro. Prime
Nah.
Back this way, ball roll into a nutmeg. Oh my days. Yeah, bro. Prime
That's
Ronaldo had to
crazy.
go. And who said Ronaldo don't pass, huh? Wait, real quick.
He shot that bitch from Yucatan.
Ronaldo running on his weak foot with a pass to Benzema that just
That
clearly
has
is
gotta be the
defying
biggest
fucking
assist,
physics.
bruh.
From literally the middle of the pitch,
Boom.
a perfect pass into the stride of his striker. These the passes I seen y'all glazing Ed Sheeran, I mean KDB about. But Ronaldo don't pass. He's selfish. Be serious. Let's play a game. From this still image, from this
Yo, this
position,
guy's making
who do
me
you
laugh,
think this
yeah.
ball can possibly go to? He should probably just pass it back and try to recycle the attack. Surely there's no pass to make. Okay. Let's play again. From right here. Let's try and look through Ronaldo's eyes. I don't really see anything that he's able to do from here. Pass was so good, you could tell his teammate wasn't even ready for it. You know you made a dime when
Yeah.
your teammate doesn't realize they're open. Running through the middle outside the boot pass to a running man? But I was told Ronaldo can't pass. He got more assists than your favorite midfielder. Respect him. Ronaldo can make some of those passes Messi be making. But can Messi do this?
Nah.
Let me know if you guys like this type of video.
Nah,
That's
you
something
can't do
different,
that.
More sports-centered than movies, but y'all know I was originally a...
But yeah, that has been the video. Shout out to my boy, or not my boy, but like this guy, Blank Boy. He has a good old, like almost 730k subs. But yeah, it's been a fun video. Let me subscribe to his channel because he might have some bangers that I might want to come back to in the future. But yeah, that has been the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'ma maybe like continue to play some Marvel Rivals now. But yeah, I'ma just end the stream here. This one particularly, like I had more videos planned, but like I just feel like that should be enough. I have enough footage. I will probably try and stream like at least an hour, maybe every day. Try and cut down on like yeah, but I will still be gaming and stuff like that. But just like not stream for long hours. Obviously the World Cup's still there, so I'm gonna do that as well. But I have to obviously make shorts as well. So that's probably what I'm also have to account for, like 1 to 2 hours of streaming and then 1 hour for editing some videos and post shorts, and you know. So yeah, but to end this video off, I just wanted to say thank you for if you watched this video, and please like, subscribe, and if you're new to the channel, let me know what your thoughts are. Who's your GOAT, Messi or Ronaldo? Mine is Ronaldo, of course. So yeah, catch you in the next one. Cheers. Let me just stop recording here. And I will be streaming some game like Marvel Rivals after this.